Good betting on the winner, Bet Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Visit betrivers.com for full terms and conditions. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJAM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by St. Joseph Mercy Health System. 75 northbound at Telegraph, only the left lane is open due to an earlier accident. Traffic is still backed up right around West Road. You can use Telegraph, Dix Toledo, or Fort Street as possible alternates. There's now a closure in 59 Holabird westbound from Gratiot Avenue to Groesbeck. That's due to construction, scheduled to wrap up in about a week or so. You can use 21 mile, 16 mile, or another mile road to get around it. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances.
St. Joe's urges all eligible members of the community to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Supplies and appointments are available. Learn more at stjoeshealth.org/vaccine. For St. Joe's, I'm Lila Lazarus.
Science with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Sponsored by Oxford Gold Group. Call 833-899-GOLD to get your free investment guide. Arizona is the NFL's only 4-0 team. Is my biggest winner. The Cardinals tagged Matthew Stafford with his first loss as a Ram. Kyler Murray and his weapons seem to be unstoppable these days. Buffalo and Kansas City will go into next Sunday night's AFC Championship game rematch with plenty of momentum. The Bills have outscored their opponents 118-21 over the last 3 games, while the Chiefs won a track meet in Philly where neither team punted. Green Bay buried Big Ben and the Steelers. That was expected. While Tom Brady needed a point to pull out a victory in his long-anticipated return to Foxborough last night. Finally, both New York franchises got off the schneid for the first time ever. Both won on the same day in overtime. I'm Boomer Esiason.
In 2 miles, turn right onto M36.
At Lowe's, we believe fashion and function should live together, especially when it comes to flooring. That's why we put together a showroom with top stylish brands like Bruce Hardwood, Smart Core Luxury Vinyl, and Satori Tire, all known for their reliable durability. See everything our showroom has in store for you
CEO was dragged off a plane by federal authorities. How we survive, following the money to the end of the world, because our survival might depend on it. Listen on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
I am David Hall from Hall Financial. You have refinanced your mortgage in 2021? You need to call Hall Financial right now to see if you qualify for the no appraisal 8-day close. 866-CALL-HALL, or you can chat with us online at callhallfirst.com.
Last year, 97 The Ticket Student Heart Check Program detected over 150 student athletes who needed to follow up with a cardiologist to ensure they have a healthy heart. Make time to have your child checked. Contact the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the Five Star Zone with Rico Beer. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Rob leans in, got the football back, looks, throws, Ramsey does, it's free on the ground. The Bears have got it. Out of the pile with the Khalil Mack. He flips it to Eddie Jackson. Jackson is tackled from behind as he crosses the 45 and gets to the 46-yard line. Robert Quinn is the man who knocked the ball away. Khalil Mack came up with it. He flipped it back to Eddie Jackson, and the Bears, with a big takeaway, will end up with great field position.
Well, they didn't get a good field position because it's probably a pass, but Robert Quinn, any school, which happens soon to rookies. Lions take on Minnesota next Sunday in Minneapolis. Right now the game is about 8.5 points.
And they only scored 7 last week, or this past weekend.
Yeah.
Before the first drive, they
Well,
got
it
7.
seems that these teams have really horrible offensive games against the Cleveland Browns, and then they play the Lions. This is the second week in a row, and you know Kirk Cousins, Cook, Emerson, Thielen, they're not going to have 7 points against the Detroit Lions. Well, maybe they will early in the first quarter. A couple more ticket texts. Down 10, they go for it on 4th down instead of taking the field goal you need anyway. Too many coaching mistakes. Yeah, I thought that was a problem. Give me a break, God. What did you expect? All of a sudden, this Kraborowski would be good. Free pass all year. You're arrested with this outrage. Well, your attitude is the problem this time. Your accountability standard is just a little high for the talent on this team.
Can I have the opportunity to clarify what I'm saying here? I'm saying 4 games in, I think there's red flags. And they've at least put on the table that maybe they shouldn't get 3 years to fix this thing. That's all I'm saying, okay? I don't know what's so wrong with that. You just want to give them time and time forever, and eventually it'll be everybody else's fault but theirs? I'm not saying that. I think they have opened up room to have a little more criticism because, look, there are changes after 2 years. There are changes after 1 year in this league, okay? Maybe our standards around here need to change a little bit.
I'm usually a 3-year guy, but we'll see what happens. If it doesn't look any better after 2, I could be.
Well, let's wait and see. We still have 13 games to make a judgment on what are we going to see from Dan Campbell. Is he going to continue to be aggressive? And what's our take on it? Is it simply, hey, we really don't have anything to lose. We can't get any worse. So let's go for it and see what happens. If not, hey, we get a great draft pick.
Hey, Tom, the previous regime would have extended Perriman instead of cutting him, and John said the same thing. The coaches know who they have on the field. Best chance to win is to get points. That's got to be something to do with it. It would make somewhat sense.
Yeah, but the issue I have of not going for the field goal when it's 4th and 5 is if you get 3, at least you're on the board, and it's going to change the course. It may change a little bit of what Chicago does, and it can change what you do when you get the ball back.
4th and 5, down in that situation is not an easy get either.
And I also think the offensive play, the play call selections there of going for it, and the failure in 4 times inside the 10 to get points, those are all very valid things to criticize. But I think what we're letting off the hook here is just how easy you made it for the Chicago Bears offensively. I mean, John, you know this. If you're Matt Nagy and you're going in and writing, okay, this is how I would like this game to go, I think the Lions delivered exactly what he wanted.
Well, yeah, so they attacked the secondary, and
which is depleted anyway.
And so I know that it wasn't the Justin Fields
At
show,
the next light, turn
but
right.
when you're unable to defend in the back end of things, now all of a sudden it makes it a little bit easier to run. And unless you're going to find, somewhere on the field who's supposed to be a big body and run stopper. We haven't seen that or heard from him. And you lose Romeo Okwara. I mean, you continue to deplete the.
I understand that, but you also allowed a guy that was atrocious in
light,
Cleveland the
turn
week
right onto
before.
Arrow Road.
He only.
You're not. That's apples to oranges.
John, but you were letting off the hook that you lost to a rookie quarterback and you only made him throw the ball 17 times.
Can I get that as a sound drop? It's Cleveland.
Yeah,
It's apples to
turn left
oranges.
onto Strawberry Lake Road.
How many yards did Dalvin Cook run against Cleveland yesterday? 30?
Yeah, no, Cleveland's defense is damn good.
I know, it's really good.
Maybe Mr. here who's being way too critical this morning, who did Mr. Critical pick to win the Super Bowl?
Cleveland.
Besides Michigan, I'm pretty good this year.
Goff was absolutely horrible yesterday when it mattered. It's true. He was horrible except when it mattered. Although,
He was horrible when it mattered.
yeah, that's what he said. Goff was absolutely horrible yesterday when it mattered. This is 100% better than Patricia. I'll take stupid mistakes
At the
over my
next stop
entire
sign,
locker room,
turn
even my
left.
head coach any day. We're 4 games in and we've been competitive in every game this far. Rebuilding. To Pete in Grosse Pointe.
Hey, morning, guys. So, yeah, everybody needs to take a chill pill. Everybody and my mother knows the speed stop. Big time. So, I mean, the only reason I would
At the stop
watch,
sign,
and believe me,
turn
I'm not
left onto
watching,
Strawberry Lake
it's
Road.
just to see how the young guys are being groomed for the future. They're going to make mistakes, obviously. Goff is not in their future. Just suck it up. Just turn it off. Wait till next year.
In 1 mile,
Then you
turn right
start
onto
to
Hamburg
look
Road.
at, okay, are they really getting better? But I look at a 2 and, what is it? They got 17 games now, right? So
Yeah.
they'll be 2 and 15 this year if they're lucky. I mean, everybody on their schedule has already circled Detroit as a win. It's inevitable. So just take a chill pill, relax, watch your Michigan or Michigan State games, and consider that your football weekend.
Stay with us.
Sunday, fun.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
That's it.
My mantra this year was embrace the suck.
Yeah.
That's what we should be doing. But, you watch things and sometimes get a little over it. God, Keith in Detroit, what's going on?
I'm just saying, I don't understand how he gets back 9 times last. 16 times. We don't
At the stop sign, turn right onto Hamburg
You
Road.
guys kept that up all day to go ball.
No, he was blitzed a few times.
Yeah, he was blitzed.
Yeah, but Daily Blitz was enough. He should have blitzed the 15 them over there. That's just crazy. That's not even a football coach. That's horrible.
Don't compare to.
Same old line.
In 3/4 of a
fine.
mile,
That
keep left onto Hamburg
It was
Road.
9 sacks last week, but it wasn't all on blitzes. Some of it
Miles
was.
Garrett.
Yeah, when you have the ability to rush 4 or even 3 and get to the quarterback, it completely changes your defense. And right now, the Lions don't have that ability, especially now that they possibly have lost Romeo Okwara.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe what I'm doing here just is raising the red flags earlier than I did with Quinn because I bought into Quinn and gave him way too much rope. Stoney, I mean, again, I beat the Trinity Benson thing. I can see why people think, I'm overreacting there. But, your big thing was going back to the Carolina trade offer.
Yeah.
Stafford. And you got to look at that right now. And we have got to, these guys make choices, okay? We criticize them, yes or no. We give them time. I'm just saying that I'm surprised that the red flags
Take the first
are
exit
there.
onto 8 Mile Road.
well, we have a new coach. His name is Dan Campbell. He legitimately likes to, make kneecaps and things like that. There's another first-time coach in the NFL. He's just grinding and grinding and grinding. Working hard. We'll let you know who that is coming up next. 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
The Jaguars, the only teams on a win in the NFL. They're both 0-4. Lions losing 24-14 to last year. They're 0-4, the worst start since going 0-5 in 2015. They trailed 21-0 with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Jared Goff did throw for 2 late touchdowns and 299 yards, but also fumbled 3 times, losing 2 of them. He was sacked 4 times. Lions defense not all that.
1 mile. At the roundabout, take the first exit onto 8 Mile Road.
Lions banged up as well. Center Frank Ragnar with a toe injury, and linebacker Romeo Aquara left the game with a serious Achilles injury. Lions an 8.5-point underdogs to Minnesota on Sunday. University of Michigan up to number 9. MSU 11th, the latest AP college football poll. Michigan up to number 8 in the coaches poll. Tigers wind up the season with a 77-85 record. They beat the White Sox yesterday 5-2. They finished 3rd in the AL Central. Red Sox and Yankees take the last 2 playoff spots. Preseason hockey, Red Wings fall to the Penguins 5-1. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson for more 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studios, Tony and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Thank you very much. Chef TJ Lang will be with us at 9 o'clock in studio. On tomorrow's program.
At the roundabout, take the first exit onto 8 Mile Road.
We got
Then take
Jim
a slight
Harbaugh,
right turn toward Ann Arbor.
Dan Campbell, and AJ Hinch as well. So,
We got them all.
yeah. All we need is Blash and Dwayne Casey, and I think we've covered all the food groups. Mel Tucker, that'd be nice too. Anyway.
Use the right
our
lane to
telephone
take a
is
slight right turn.
245-9797. Now, yesterday, I saw this video on social media that I kind of thought, oh, this can't be true.
Is it real?
Is it real? And maybe it's just like life. I don't know. I don't know exactly what his life looked like. But there was a video that I'm sure a lot of you have seen.
In 7.3 miles, keep left onto US 23 south toward Toledo.
Johnson with Heather. Urban model at a bar, which is fine. He's a grown man. He's allowed to go out with bars. But there was a young woman who was sitting on his lap, and he appeared to be midway twerking, landing from behind. I don't know whatever you want to describe it and call it.
It's best when you do it.
Yeah.
Let's describe what that is.
It looked like he was grinding, right? Grinding hard at his job. They lost a tough game to Cincinnati, which is in Cincinnati.
On Thursday night, so they had a couple of days of leeway.
Right, and he went to Columbus, I believe. He had friends having a birthday party. I don't believe Shelley, that's his wife's name, I don't think she was there. She was being the babysitter. And you saw some other pictures. Like, when I first saw it, I said, oh, this is a joke. But then I saw it, and it was no joke. It was definitely him. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, there were other pictures of him with this female, and she had posted these to some type of social media platform, his Instagram or TikTok or something, but it said she had typed on there, who is this guy who's hitting me? And so, Urban Meyer, as you mentioned, he's been known as a coach that's a grinder.
Yeah, he works his ass off.
Yeah, and he definitely was grinding all weekend. So it'll be interesting to see. I did find one unique take on this because, and this is obviously not from Urban Meyer, but it is Twitter at its best. This is a statement from Urban Meyer. I want to apologize to my wife Shelley and my children and to the Jaguars organization. I pride myself and I think of myself as a man of faith. As there's a dragon in the left foot, I guess that was.
California and be the head coach of USC.
It's an excuse to remove himself from the situation that is the 0-4, 0-5 Jaguars.
Look, I admit it. I kind of thought it would be cool to have him be the head coach of the Lions. I thought it would work. I mean, it's still, hey, look, we're going to give Dan Campbell time. We got to give Urban Meyer time. He does have a young quarterback to build around. Dan Campbell doesn't.
Yes. But I go back to the arguments I was making before. It's a different game than it is in college. It is a different business than it is in college. And it's very hard to go from, especially the type of coach that Urban Meyer is. And we joke about the word grinding, but he is a coach that works his butt off. In college, it was recruiting, game planning, doing things to win, championships and national championships. And in the NFL, it's a much longer season, and the dynamic of working with the players and your status compared to the players is very much different than it is in college. And I think he's going to have a really hard time doing that.
Do you think, today's Monday, I'm sure this is press availability day, I think he will address it right off the bat, or wait till somebody asks him a question? I think he should address it.
I think he should just come out and address it.
Yeah.
Because if that's a way for him to control, you can't control the question you're going to be asked.
Correct.
You can control your statement. And you can say, I'm going to make the statement and I'm not going to take any questions on it and say whatever it is. But if you take a question, you don't know how that question is going to be worded. And then you're forced by making a statement that you already have pre-prepared. And why not just say that statement?
Yeah. I agree. Is it that big of a deal? Probably not.
Well, not to us.
No, I mean, if his wife is okay with it.
Well, that's the question.
Right.
And we're not, neither you or I are privy to that relationship, nor do we really want to be.
Correct.
And so, we don't know.
Right. And also, the Jacksonville Jaguars, do they want their head coach to be portrayed as being the grinder off the workplace as well?
Probably not.
Yeah. But it is Jacksonville. I don't think the media is going to be that tough on it like it was in New York. Blasted all over the front page of the New York Post and the back page and all that stuff. Anyway, so, look, I think he was, obviously one of the greatest college coaches of all time.
There's no question. And he's having a hard time. And I got to believe, when we talk about just the results, Trevor Lawrence has lost more games in 1 month, or as many games in 1 month as he has in high school and college.
Right.
And so it's tough on him, it's tough on everybody, and that's where, as a young quarterback, this is what I was talking about earlier. If I'm in position, if I'm Jacksonville, and to take Trevor Lawrence #1 overall, I don't want to experiment with a NFL coach that has no NFL coaching experience. He doesn't even have NFL coaching experience as an assistant coach. It is completely different than it is in college. And I wouldn't want to waste a year of development with Trevor Lawrence on the fact that my head coach is trying to figure things out.
But he's got their level.
Yeah, but it's still your head coach.
So just listening to you guys here talk about this, though, it's such a different conversation, and it's a new coach that's 0-4.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, it's you know what the weird thing
He's
is.
1-4, but we didn't see
They got a new roster. Give him a year.
Yeah,
I know when you're talking. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the football part of what you guys are talking about. The standards are different.
No, it's not. I'm not even talking about him being 0-4. I'm talking about him being the transition from college to the NFL. That's completely different than two teams that are 0-4 right now, and how they're going to get there, how they're going to get out of that hole.
I don't think they should. If he wants to stay there, they should. No, they have to be patient with him.
Yeah.
He at least has a building block.
Oh,
He's got some pretty good players on. He's got some playmakers on defense like Josh Allen. Miles Mack is still pretty good to play.
Yeah.
Miles Jack.
But I was on the record when he was hired. This isn't going to work.
Right. Look, I'm patient for him too. Will it work? Who the hell knows?
I don't want to be patient with him because I want to see what Trevor Lawrence can do. I'm worried that he's going to get his development is going to be stunted, or if he continues to get beat up, if he's going to be ruined as a quarterback for is it 3-4 years before he recovers? Can he recover? I've seen quarterbacks now. Patrick Ramsey was a quarterback that we took out of Tulane in the first round. Now he wasn't #1 overall. He wasn't Trevor Lawrence. He wasn't even, in my opinion, a first-round talent. But he came in as a first-round pick. Jason Campbell was one of them as well. and got ruined because
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right onto
the
US
offense
23
didn't
south
protect
toward
him.
Ann Arbor.
He kept getting hit. He was the quarterback for Spurrier.
Trevor Lawrence looked pretty good the other day.
Yes.
Because he can run, he can do a lot of things.
He can get himself out of trouble.
I don't think we have to worry about Trevor Lawrence.
I hope, but again, it's 1 year that could be wasted in his development.
I mean, the thing with John here is that he actually experienced this.
Right.
So maybe I'll back off a little bit here because you experienced this firsthand with Steve Spurrier.
Yeah. I just hope I hope Jacksonville is willing to say, you know what, we tried it. Hey, we thought maybe he would make that transition. He'd be one of the few that could. It didn't work. Let's move on after one. And instead of, like, Spurrier had a 5-year contract, it took 2 years before Spurrier moved on. I don't think Dan Snyder was going to move on from Spurrier.
Urban's got an unbelievable contract, though, because he's in charge of, player person. He was basically hired Trent Baalke to be the GM. So if you're getting rid of Urban, Urban's going to leave on his own. They ain't firing Urban, even if they go 0-17.
I understand that in terms of his contract, and that's the way it was in Washington as well. Washington got lucky because Spurrier decided to walk away.
All right. Heather has news coming up next.
I sure do. I'm going to tell you how a man actually ended up in the hospital after trying something really, really bizarre to curb his alcohol addiction. It's definitely something you don't want to try at home.
97.1 The Ticket.
All right, you guys, nobody wants to lose their hair. So when you start noticing that your hair is thinning or you start noticing that bald spot developing, it can be really devastating. But I want to tell you that Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration can help. Dr. B, he is one of the most recognized experts in the country on hair restoration. He has over 25 years of experience and he's performed over 2 million grafts. Plus, you guys, he only works with a hand-selected dedicated medical team. And I'm telling you, he provides the most advanced hair restoration techniques available. And right now, Dr. B wants to restore your hair and your confidence. So for a limited time, he's actually offering 97.1 The Ticket listeners with $1,000 off retail price. You heard that right, $1,000 off plus 0% financing on your hair restoration procedure. And Dr. B is ready to see you in his office today. He is taking extreme precautions to make sure the offices are clean and safe during COVID. So you don't want to miss out on this amazing offer. Call today and schedule your in-person consultation. And don't forget to tell him Heather sent you.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Super Car Wash. The roads are accident-free this morning and just seeing the typical slowdowns. There's also a new construction project scheduled to begin today. M59 westbound closing from Gratiot Avenue to Groesbeck until next Monday. Super Car Wash gives you unlimited chances to keep your car clean. Wash every day at any 11 locations for just $14 a month. It's quick, easy, and contactless with free vacuums and hand towel drying. That's $14 a month for unlimited. Drive up and sign up at Super Car Wash. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
TJ Lang joins Stoney and Jansen Mondays at 9 on 97.1 The Ticket.
When donating your car, you want to donate it where it will do the most good, and that's Mother Waddles. Rick Frazier here to remind you that not only is Mother Waddles Detroit's oldest and most respected car donation program, but that the Mother Waddles mission has also been helping the poorest of the poor for well over 50 years now. So if you have an extra car and you could use a great tax deduction, then put that old car to good use and donate it to Mother Waddles. Tens of thousands of satisfied car donors have enjoyed tax savings while helping Mother Waddles to help others. So please do your part and donate your car to Mother Waddles. Remember, folks, don't take chances with your car donation. Go with the leader, and that's Mother Waddles. Simply call Mother Waddles today at 313-WADDLES or donate your car online at motherwaddles.org. Mother Waddles, a name you can trust. Call today, 313-WADDLES. That's 313-WADDLES.
Playoff baseball is finally here, and this October, you can make every moment mean more with FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, all customers get a $10 same-game parlay bet bonus. Just place a $20 same-game parlay bet on either wildcard game and get a $10 bonus win or lose. Every pitch, hit, and run matters in the postseason. Combine these moments for bigger odds and bigger wins. So build your same-game parlay bet any way you like. Live betting is available as well through FanDuel Sportsbook. It's easy to place your bet fast during a game if you see a trend you like. Also, there's fast withdrawals. When you win, FanDuel pays you out quickly. New to the FanDuel Sportsbook. Sign up today with the promo code Doug to also receive a risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's promo code Doug so they know that we sent you. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Maximum bonus $10 plus $400 final price or longer required. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket.
The word on the street is that there are a lot of great reasons to bank with Community Financial Credit Union. Think that vacation home is out of reach? Tavis says it was easy to move right into the cottage of her dreams. Deanna got a check for her new car in under 24 hours. Like what you're hearing about Community Financial? See what members are saying at cfcu.org/sayitbest. That's cfcu.org/sayitbest. Federally insured by the NCUA.
If you were lied to when buying a timeshare and worn out, you need my help. I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Westlake Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started the timeshare cancellation industry by exposing the ugly truth about timeshare and giving folks the straight facts. I've been fighting the timeshare giants ever since, so no one knows this industry better than me and my team. Today, we have 383 employees and have saved our clients an average of $65,000 in lifetime payments. Imagine putting those timeshare dollars back in your pocket. If you were told in a timeshare presentation that this was available today and today only, that timeshare was a great investment, or your maintenance fees will never go up, call my office now. I guarantee you, we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-613-5454. 800-613-5454. 800-613-5454.
Football season's here, and Pro Roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and a chance for a VIP Pro Football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win at BECN.com.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Tigers finished off their season with a victory yesterday over the White Sox 5-2, 77-85. The final record for the Tigers, much better than the over-under was for them. Boy, started out like 68 and up to like 72 in some books, but still over if you bet it. Wings lose to Pittsburgh in preseason hockey last night, 5-1, and of course, we've been talking all about the Lions losing to the Bears 24-14 last night late. The Bucks over the Patriots. Tom Brady returns to Foxborough 19-17 as Nick Folk with a 56-yard field goal attempt to win it for New England. About 50 seconds left. Hits the upright, and because they weren't playing the Lions, bounced the other way. It was against the Lions.
The doink?
Yes, exactly. All right, Heather, what's going on?
Continue straight.
Well, a state-run shooting range in northern Michigan has been shut down after bullets hit a house. Yikes, definitely don't want that to happen. The North Pioneer Road shooting area, which is in Benzie County, is now going to be closed for at least 90 days while the DNR looks into ways to prevent people from shooting outside of these designated areas. So this shooting area won't reopen until they say the safety concerns are resolved. So obviously, if you are a hunter wanting to practice before the fall hunting season starts, you'll have to look for other shooting areas to do so. When does fall hunting season start?
Bow season opened up already October 1st, and rifle season, the start of rifle season, obviously November 15th. So, got some time.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Obviously, yes, sorry.
Yes, got a little time, yeah. I had no idea, but yes, it's obvious to everyone. Listen to this, you guys. An Oakland County man is being treated in the hospital for chemical burns after his 18-year-old daughter doused him in lye powder. So this man arrived to a
cleaner basically poured all over his sofa, which is where he had been sitting. So they obviously investigated further, and they found that the daughter was responsible. So she poured the solution all over him and then left him unconscious on the sofa and then fled the scene. The daughter has been taken into custody, so she was arrested. So far, there's no word on this guy's condition or the motive. Why did this daughter do this? We don't know those things quite yet. But just a horrendous thing to do.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, if you're upset about something, you just leave the house and go vent somewhere else. But to pour a solution that you know is going to injure your father, I mean, she was doing that. She did that on purpose for sure.
Yes.
Hawaii authorities have really been cracking down on visitors who are using these fake COVID vaccination cards to enter the state. We've talked about this several times. A couple people at least have been arrested for trying to use these fake cards. Well, now they're also cracking down on people faking COVID tests. So you don't need to be fully vaccinated to travel to Hawaii. If you don't have the vaccine, you can take a COVID test, and if you're negative, you're good. If you're positive, you do have a quarantine period. So last week, 2 people from California were arrested after they submitted this fake COVID-19 test result, obviously to avoid this mandatory quarantine. However, if they would have just taken the test and been negative, it wouldn't have really mattered at all because they would have avoided the quarantine. Easy as that. So they uploaded these fake results onto the Hawaii Safe Travels portal, which I guess is where you have to upload your negative test results. And then they landed from an American Airlines flight from Los Angeles last week, and how authorities were able to tell it was fake is beyond me, but they were, and they were busted, so they were sent back home. I'm not sure what charges they face, but I'm sure at least a fine for sure. The Golden State Warriors have averted a potential crisis. So head coach Steve Kerr confirmed on Sunday that forward Andrew Wiggins has received the COVID vaccine, which means that he will now be eligible to play in home games this season. So I guess Wiggins had previously just expressed a lot of skepticism around the vaccine, which left his status in doubt for this upcoming season. He was actually denied a religious exemption in September by the NBA, and then he remained adamant that he wasn't going to get this vaccine. But on Sunday, the coach stated the team is now 100% vaccinated, so he will be able to play.
What if that money that he would lose from not playing in those games had anything to do with it?
After the home games?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as fans prepare to watch Daniel Craig make his final appearance as James Bond in No Time to Die, many fans are wondering who will replace him. So, there's actually been lots of speculation about who the next James Bond will be, but there's one particular actor that's standing out among all of the rest. And it is a Netflix star, and he is currently the favorite to become the first black James Bond. So, this guy, I might not say his name right, Regé-Jean Page from Bridgerton. Your wives may watch that show if you have not seen it. He is now at 5-2 odds on the London-based betting platform William Hill to star in the next James Bond movie. So he's actually ahead of all the other actors who have been speculated, like Tom Hardy, James Norton, and even Idris Elba. So he could be the next James Bond. I've never watched that show, but it is hugely popular. Not James Bond, Bridgerton on Netflix. I know a lot of people have watched it. A lot of ladies like it. So maybe one day I'll check it out. But No Time to Die, anyway, comes out on October 8th.
My wife watched it.
She loves it?
I won't say loved it. She liked it. Didn't like it enough.
But she enjoyed it.
Didn't like arousal as much as I wanted.
That wasn't the Saturday movie night?
Shoot.
Bummer.
No, bummer. You guys, I'm sure you know this, but in case you don't, here's a little PSA. Consuming metal objects will not help you stop an alcohol addiction. Okay? In case you didn't know that. There is a man, a Lithuanian shortage. Circuses are in dire need of clowns because many of these performers, I guess, returned to their home countries after the initial lockdown took place. And there's one circus in particular that says, oh my gosh, we don't have any clown performers. They were closed for more than 500 days as a result of the lockdown. And the guy who runs it says a lot of his performers went elsewhere where, you know, places were open and circuses were taking place. So now they're trying to train new clowns for the circus.
That's another reason Gators should go to Ireland. Great golf and no clowns. He hates clowns.
Yes, I'm not a big fan of clowns myself. I'm with Gator on that one.
Yeah, neither am I. Mimes are worse.
Mimes because they just won't speak?
Yeah.
They're a clown that won't speak?
Not the clowns speak, but give me an option. I'd rather have a clown than a mime.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have the mime. I don't know. They're on this equal playing field to me. I think
the clowns are like there, but the mimes, when they sit there, they're
stuck in a box.
Yes.
At least they're not like squirting you with water from a little flower on their lapel or like something cheesy out of their mouth. Or I don't know. Clowns are just weird.
Well, of course they're weird, but at least they're somewhat humorous as opposed to a mime that you don't. Anyway.
I guess so. If you missed it earlier today is National Taco Day, so you can take advantage and celebrate with some great deals at a ton of different chains around the area. You can get either a free taco or some special deals to score a free taco. Taco Bell, of course, has some deals going on. You can get a free crunchy taco. You just have to place a minimum of $1 order on their app, which is pretty easy to do. And if you don't have the app, you can sign up and still get that free taco. 7-Eleven, you can get 10 mini tacos for $1. Del Taco has some things going on and a whole lot of others. Then you can round off your day with some cinnamon rolls and some vodka, because it's also National Vodka Day and National Cinnamon Roll Day.
Wow.
So eat your heart out, folks, and have some fun.
I bet you.
Without a doubt.
I bet you there's a company that has cinnamon infused vodka. I mean, vodka. There's vodkas with lots of other flavors.
Surely there's a cinnamon roll vodka.
Yeah.
Not just cinnamon vodka. There's got to be a cinnamon roll vodka. There's a vodka everything. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, every type of flavor you can.
I'm a big fan of this. There's sometimes if I go to Dunkin' for coffee and a donut, sometimes it's not a donut. I'll get a cinnamon.
Oh, the cinnamon roll is the king of donuts.
You're right.
There's no question.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, Heather. TJ Lang will join us at 9 o'clock. Coming up next, we have 2 undefeated football teams around here. Michigan and Michigan State. We'll discuss next.
Hey guys, it's John Jansen, and you've heard me talking all year long about Level 1 Bank. Level 1 Bank is my personal bank. They handle everything that I have, checking, savings, and even my mortgage. And let me tell you guys, my mortgage experience with Level 1 Bank was excellent. They have earned my trust with a lot of different factors, but they have great loan products, competitive rates, and an amazing customer service. And the customer service is what is going to earn your trust, because they're going to shoot you straight. They're going to tell you exactly what is the best deal to go. Plus, they're local. They're headquartered right here in the state of Michigan, and they have a new mortgage special just for you. All you got to do is mention my name, John Jansen. From now through October 31st, Level 1 Bank will take $500 off your mortgage closing costs on the purchase of a primary or secondary home. That's $500 off your closing costs if you apply by October 31st. Download the special offer at level1bank.com. And I mentioned customer service. If you want to talk to someone, call Dan Irvin at 866-707-LOAN. That's 866-707-LOAN. When you call, ask for the John Jansen Mortgage Special. Level 1 Bank is a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Get that satisfying crunch. Now with 20% more honey. Try a delicious Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bar with more of the honey you love.
Draftkings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Draftkings is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. And this football season, all customers can swing big with Draftkings same-game parlays. Same-game parlays allow you to combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. This week, place a same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you'll be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. Download the Draftkings Sportsbook app and use code 971THETICKET to receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's code 97-1 the ticket this week at Draftkings Sportsbook. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117. 21 and over. Michigan only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full terms and conditions.
Kroger, the country's largest hydro store, buys in bulk and passes our savings on to you, the growers. Score insane deals like Lux 645 LEDs for $8.45, bags of Fox Farm Ocean Forest for $12, bales of Promix for just $25, and buy a quart of Advanced Nutrient Big Bud and score a quart of Bud Candy completely free. Harvest season is here and Grow Green has you covered with the largest trimmer department in the state, where we rent, service, clean, and sell trimmers, buckers, sorters, and presses from all major brands. Keep blazing, stay amazing, and Grow Green, Michigan. Click growgreenmi.com.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Serena Williams. You watch me live on TV.
And I'm the girl from that alien movie you watch on demand. Our worlds have been brought together thanks to DirecTV Stream.
Why are you whispering?
Because the alien will hear us.
Maybe let the alien know you can get DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
He seems pretty excited by that, actually.
Introducing DirecTV Stream, the best of live TV and on demand with no annual contract. Get your TV together at directtv.com.
Advertisement internet compatible device. Content varies by packaging location. Restrictions apply.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike LaFurrow of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
Necessary Roughness with former NFL lineman TJ Lang and John Jansen. Download it today on the Odyssey app. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Tony and Jansen.
97-1 the ticket. Our telephone number 248-539-9797. We're going to get into college football momentarily, but Josh from Warren has been patiently waiting. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, there's a clown shortage because we keep hiring them. I don't understand why everybody keeps saying count patience, when this guy is doing the exact same mistakes that the last two coaches we ran out of town are doing. This team are the losers on the other side of the lake because everybody on the other side of Lake Michigan gets it right. You got out-coached by Matt Nagy, who literally played a guy that nobody in that coaching staff wants to play. And he came out and shredded you on two beautiful drives where you're just like, what is going on? And John, I just want to ask you a question as a former player. How many mistakes or game decisions that cost you a game from a coaching staff before the players start to like, hey, what the hell is this guy doing?
Well, there is a point where you've also got to, make some of those plays as players. All right, when they go and they're fourth down and 1, right, at the end of the game, and there may have been some players that said, hey, I want to go. We should kick the field goal. Yeah, there's going to be some of those, but as most offensive linemen will tell you, they want to go for it because they believe they can get it every single time, and they want to run it. But the play was there to be made. It wasn't like it was a covered receiver and you're just throwing it up a 50-50 ball hoping it's there. It was there. It was just a bad pass. Yeah. I would have kicked it. I'm not saying I approve of the decision, but it was there to be made. The players at some point have to be able to make plays. If it's 3rd and 8 and you're inside the 10-yard line, and nobody was going to predict that Penei Sewell would get beat for a sack fumble. And that's again a player that needs to make a play. It's a young player, and then later in the game he had an offsides penalty. I mean, you can't just put everything that happened in this game on the coaching staff. No. Jared Goff, they drive down on their very first drive. You get a call, right? And Chicago, they challenged the call to see if it was an interception. It wasn't. TJ Hawkinson got lit up, so they get a free first down on the 8-yard line. The fans are going nuts, and Jared Goff wants to walk to the line of scrimmage and try and change the play. Call time out. That one is not on the coaching staff. That one is on players. it's a shared responsibility.
Continue straight.
And so, players are going to be frustrated, but all they have to do is turn on the film and say, you know what, if I had just done this, then we wouldn't have been in that position at the end of the game. There's many plays that the players could have made.
Correct. But we agree that you would have kicked the field goal in both.
I would have,
chances, both opportunities.
Yeah, 4th and 5, kick the field goal. 4th and 1, kick the field goal.
All right, you were in Madison on Saturday to see Michigan defeat Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe Jim Harbaugh's first victory as a road underdog. They weren't huge underdogs, but they were underdogs. And it was a big win. I don't care. I don't hear about, well, Wisconsin's not as good as we thought they were. They still have a really, really good defense. And Michigan, for lack of a better word, dominated most of that football game. And they were terrific on defense. Mertz got it going for a while, and then in the early second half, they got rid of him. Basically, they sacked him, and him and the tight end, Barry Alvarez's grandson, basically got injured within like a play or two. That helps, but the bottom line is Michigan looked really, really good for the most part. Were they perfect? No. There were things I didn't like coaching-wise. I mean, God, keep running up the middle. I don't understand. You got Corum. You have guys who can maybe be fast enough to go on the edge. They keep running up the middle. Yeah. And that squib kick before the half and gave basically Wisconsin an opportunity for 7 points, which they actually made 7 points out of it. Yeah. I thought that was not aggressive. That was reckless. I thought that was stupid. But that said, all in all, they played terrific.
Use the
5-0,
left lane to make a U-turn.
and that's what people should
Then turn right onto Van Born Road.
So, in regards to the bloop kick before half, that was 100% on the confidence that the defense was going to be able to hold them. If they gave Wisconsin a little bit of an advantage, which that ball was on the ground, Michigan had a chance to recover it. And so if it goes the other way, everybody's thinking, oh, this is a great call. I don't like it either way, but you're talking about 12 yards worth of difference. Instead of kicking it out of the end zone, which Jake Moody has done for 2 weeks in a row now, everyone has been gone out of the end zone, you get the ball to 25.
Yeah, chances are they're...
At the light, turn right onto Van Born Road.
Well, they're going to still run the ball like they did. And so to my point, you have confidence in your defense that if they get the ball on the 37-yard line, Wisconsin, which they did, on first down, Wisconsin is going to test and see what they can get. They ended up getting 9 yards, so they thought, well, let's just throw the ball downfield a few times. If Michigan stops them on first down and holds them to 1 or 2 yards, they probably take a knee or they run another draw or something just to run out the clock. It was that first down, and that's where Michigan had the confidence in their defense. Defense, in that one instance, didn't come through. But they had 7 drives defensively that they forced Wisconsin 3 and out.
They were terrific. You look at the stat sheet, Hutchinson didn't have any sacks or whatever.
The destination is on your left.
I'll tell you, I love the way God was playing. Dax Hill had a pretty good game. Look,